Hello, familia. Welcome. My name is MagdalineJanet. If you're new, welcome to the fam. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because we're always here having a good time. And come visit me on TikTok and Insta because I'm there daily. And of course, welcome back to my oldies but goodies. So you guys, I just had dinner. Let me see. Okay, I have nothing on my teeth, because girl. So UPS literally just came and dropped off my Sephora order that consists of the NATASHA Denona Retro Glam full palette. Actually, I was thinking about it. I'm like, why does that name sound so familiar? I have this mini one, this is a mini retro glam. So I'm like, wait, is it part of this? Or is this part of this little baby one, you know? Oh, look at that. That is pretty. Dang. I do not want to touch it. Okay, let's get right into it. So this is how it looks, brand spanking new. Okay, so looking at first glance, it looks a lot better in person than it looks online and in the promo pics. At first I looked at it, I'm like, whoa, it's green. But we have like these shades right here that are workable. These right here, these pinks. It seems very like a springtime palette, but let's dig in and see how it works out. So what I'm gonna do today is do one full look, and then we're gonna do like a first impressions video, and you guys know I'm gonna do 3 looks in a follow-up video. I feel like that's been working pretty well for both of us. So let's start. Oh, and I'm also gonna do swatches. It's nighttime right now, so I'm not gonna be able to give you any sunlight views, but for the 3 looks I hope to give you some sunlight views. Oh, and my base is already done. It's just pretty simple. The eyes are bold. So what I'm gonna do is add some music, create the look, and then we're gonna talk about the palette. All right, fam, here we are. Okay, no lie. I wasn't sure about this look and the palette. Okay, it's been a day, you guys. So Looking at the palette, the color scheme is not my favorite. I'm not a big green. It has a lot of green. I don't feel like green goes too well with my skin tone personally. Formula, we'll get back to the colors. Formula wise, wow. Like, look at these swatches. These all felt extremely creamy, buttery, very, very pigmented. But we know with NATASHA DENONA palettes and formulas, that's really what she's known for. Her formulas glide on the lid, just have pigment, have shine. Your lids and makeup will look beautiful with a NATASHA DENONA palette. So I wasn't worried about the formula. I absolutely love this shade right here because it's a cream matte. I didn't even know going in with the eyeliner that it was a creamy matte. Initially, I thought it was more of like a shimmer, but as I applied it, I saw that it was more of a matte cream. It's not cream, but it's not a powder matte. It's that literal in between. And look at, this is the swatch right here. So I don't know if you can see it, but it just feels super, super creamy. These swatches also are 2 swatches. So I like went over twice so you guys can really see. I love that they swatched well on my arm. My arms tend to be a little bit deeper than my actual face. So I really like that these are very pigmented and you can see them on my arm. Talking about swatches, I do want to show you how they look closer up in my studio lighting. Starting off with the first shade, which is Flare, then Jazzy, then Oscar, Evergreen, Marlin, Maxi, Sage, Holly, Fringe, Faye, Fluter, Lucy, Palladian, Belle, and Oz. And as we can see, you guys, these shades are beautiful, pigmented. I'm kind of like looking at these 2 shades right here. So shades Jazzy and Oscar, these are really pretty. And I'm kind of loving these right here. Okay, so back to this color scheme. As I was just creating the look, I was like, oh, this could work, this could work, this could work, and then this did work. So that's kind of where I was like, you can't really judge a palette by its cover because I wasn't excited. Oh, before I forget, I went in with this shade right here called Maxi. And then I kind of hit it right here in the lower lash line so you can see it because that pink, I don't feel like it was giving us that pop that we needed. However, it is buildable because on my hand, you can see how dark it can get. It was just the type of brush I used and I used it in a smaller area where you can't really see the shade that pigmented. So just because it doesn't look pigmented here, you can always build it up because you see the swatch. Ideally, this will probably work like on the lid or applying it with your finger in a bigger sort of surface. That a lot of the times happens with eyeshadows that are buildable. You can use them different ways. So in different areas of the eye, like for example, the lower lash line, you see how it's light, but on my swatch, it looks dark because this type of shade just works best in a larger area where you can probably apply it with your finger, you know? I like the palette. I think it worked well. I definitely have to play with it some more. So I'm gonna do the 3 looks like I told you guys, just so I get a better feeling and you guys get also more looks, because for a palette that is $69, we need to be sure that we like it. So this is the NATASHA DENONA Retro Glam eyeshadow palette. It retails for $69. This is an eyeshadow palette that combines greens, pinks, and neutral nudes with a variety of finishes in a collection of all new shades. As far as NATASHA DENONA palettes, we know, or if you don't know, if you've never used NATASHA DENONA palettes, she's really known for her formulas. Her formulas are very luscious, are very high-end, very pigmented, and you're gonna get good quality. So definitely this is what this palette is about. It's the color story that I'm still not convinced. This inner corner though, this mint inner corner, oh girl, my favorite. I love a good mint and like pigmented and just luscious. And so as I was creating this look, it kind of was coming to me slowly. Usually I could look at a palette and kind of do the dang thing, but I kind of needed some reinforcements, and the reinforcement with the second eye, because the first eye, it looked good, but then sometimes I just need that second eye to be like, okay, we're looking good, you know? That's also another reason why I don't do 2 different eyes when I review a palette. I just feel like you don't get the gist if both eyes are not done the same. That's just my opinion, and today's a perfect example of that. So when I looked at this, I thought it was, because of the name, I thought it was similar, but none of these shades are similar. We have grays here, and then pinks, and then here we have greens and pinks. Another thing I really like is that pinks and greens kind of go well together, just like pinks and grays. I can't wait to play with it some more and show you guys the 3 different looks. It will be up on the channel this week for sure. So as a first impressions, I definitely like the palette. Worked well. Like I really love how this look came out, and it came out pretty easy, so we love that. But of course I have to play with it some more to give you guys like a full review and like how I feel about it, especially it being $69. And this is it for now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and spending a little bit of your day with me. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, click the button right there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.